What's up, and welcome to GunTv. Take 3. Oh, take 1 got interrupted by my dogs getting the zoomies flying around behind me. There will be weekly fitness plans, and then there will be weekly firearms training as well. My dogs can do this anytime. Take 2 got interrupted by little dog getting his freak on with another dog, and so they're inside, and here is take 3. Welcome to the new segment of GunTv Gun Shows. What we are going to do here is recap our last week, recap the week to come, and tell you some things to get excited for. And we're going to call this Sunday Cigar Wind Downs, and we are going to try to do this every single week. But you know how life goes, especially after shows on Sundays, we can be pretty tired. With all that being said, let's kick this off. We are smoking the Preaching Badger from 1689 Cigars tonight. And hopefully that logo looks familiar to you, because that is our logo and it is our private label cigar through 1689 Cigars, which if you are part of the app, you know that, and you get great discounts on that. So let's go ahead and dive in to a recap of last week. First thing we had going on, we had the Santa Clara gun show, and every vendor, every person that came through that door, I just want to thank you so much. It was a wonderful show, and as you guys know, California makes it very hard to put on good shows. So every single one of you that shows up through the door, it means the world to us. Obviously, those shows cannot be to the caliber that an Arizona show can, a Texas show, a Florida show, but we want to do and provide the absolute best shows we can with the circumstances we are given. So your support means everything to us. We know there's not going to be 100 tables just loaded with guns, because California is not a 100 table loaded with gun kind of state. And January 1st, they are going to try to make it even harder. But we're going to continue to fight for you guys and fight for freedom. So when you show up, just know we're doing everything we can to do our absolute best to put on the best show we can and give you guys a little bit of freedom in the great state of California. So again, thank you for that show. Next thing we had going on, we went to the demo and launch party, I believe it was, of the Science of Suppressors. If you don't know anything about them, figure it out, because they are amazing. First, let's talk about the event. The event that they put on was fantastic. I cannot say enough about it. There was a car show out front with amazing cars. And then they were demoing their suppressors, which I personally know very little about. Learned a lot last night, but I do not know suppressors. But we did have one of our GunTv instructors there with his decibel reader and his dead air cans and his silencer code stuff and anything. I don't know. But he was talking to them, asked every question, shot his compared to theirs, different ammo, and he was sold on them based on everything, and especially the price point. And so if he's sold on them, I'm sold on him. He had no reason to be saying the good stuff he was saying about him. It was me and him in the room most of the time just chatting, and he was sold on them and talking very highly of them. So that means to me that they are wonderful. There's some stuff in this industry I know nothing about, and I just rely on other people's words. So with him talking highly of Science of suppressors, I'm definitely going to get a few of them, and you'll start seeing them pop up in these videos. But the event overall was amazing, and it's that company, that range is just ran by even better people than they are business people. And if you know who they are wonderful business people. They put on amazing events. If you ever get the chance to swing over to Unlimited Ammo, it's in Gilbert. They have a shooting range. They have Smoke and Grain restaurant attached to it. If you ever get that chance, more than worth it. So make sure you do that. Moving on, without keeping this too long-winded, what is there to look forward to this coming week? Well, we have our Lancaster gun show. We briefly spoke on California. It is very hard to put on a great event, but we're going to do everything we can, any chance we can, and Lancaster is next up. So we would love for you guys to all show up and show out and just have a great time with what we can possibly provide. We're going to do our best to put on the greatest show we can. That is next weekend, and it is a 3-day show, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which I think is the 14th, 15th, and 16th, but don't quote me 100% on that. It's this coming weekend. Next, if you are in Arizona, we will be at the True Shot Ammo event. They put on amazing events as well from what I've heard, and we will be out there with a booth. We will be talking about our app, which I will briefly touch on at the end of this video, but we'll also be slinging some merch, hanging out with people. If you need prayer, if you want to talk, if you want to whatever, just come chat. That's what we will be there for, to have a wonderful time. So often I'm trying to enjoy a stick while recording and I let it go out, but sometimes it's nice to just embrace the silence. I know it can be awkward on a video, but just embrace it if I take a second to enjoy this. November 15th, we will be at the True Shot Ammo event, so if you're in Arizona, make sure you swing on by there. Now, let's talk a little bit about our app. If you're super unfamiliar with it, watch some of our other videos. We discuss it and talk about it in depth. I'm not going to take up a ton of that time here. I just want to explain the 3 things that the app is guaranteed to be: weekly Bible study, weekly workouts, weekly firearm training. There's tons of additional things that are added with that. Cheap training classes, which is like night vision, fundamental, CQB, whatever you're interested in. Tons of perks through with different companies to get discounts. So much more on the app. But here is what we're diving into this week. Our fitness focus is just helping people become better tactical athletes. Yes, it's great to be strong. Yes, it's great to be fast. Yes, it's great to be mobile. We want to be all of those while being deadly. So that is what we're going to continue to equip you guys with through this program. If you're not part of it, we would love for you to subscribe and be a part of it. What we are diving into over the next 3 to 4 weeks in our Bible study portion is equipping men to fight the battle of life. And we will go through 3 points of how to properly equip men to be ready and prepared to fight physically, spiritually, mentally, in any other way you can fight with a biblical backing. So that is what to look forward to there. As far as the firearm training, it'll just be drills. We're going to give you different drills to do for dry fire and different drills to do for live fire. So make sure you swing over to the GunTv Shows app and subscribe to that for much, much more information there. I am very excited about that app. It has been a long time in the making, and it is finally here. And just a few other things to look forward to coming up on YouTube. I purchased my dream gun this past week, the Fowler Industries Vanta 9. What is it? The KX is what I purchased. So be on the lookout for the review of that. One gun I cannot wait to play around with. Something, the only time I've ever seen it in person is when I shot it when I was in Maine. So been waiting about 2 years to finally find one, finally did, and it comes in this week. So with all that being said, this is Sunday Cigar Wind Down number 1. Let me know what you guys want to see out of these. Let me know what questions you have, and I can answer them the following week. But all that can be done on a much shorter turnaround if you subscribe to the GunTv Shows app. There's tons of different plans on there, whatever fits your liking the best. With all that being said, thank you guys for your support. You do not understand how much it means to us. We, me, my family, GunTv family, we would not be what we are without you guys. So from the bottom of our heart, we thank you. And until next week, God bless you guys. Happy Veterans Day.